Very much. It was very gracious of you to meet with us on such short notice. Andrew and I are in class. It's tied into the Laura Bush Wellness Center for Women. Okay. And so we're here kind of specifically for girls at this point, between the ages of 8 and 12. And I know you get to see a lot of those young ladies through here in an elementary school. And it's kind of the age of their maturing and, as my son would say, psycho
Yes.
attitudes, right?
Right.
So we have a few questions that we'd like to ask you, and we really do appreciate you doing this with us.
Quite all right. Okay, quite all right.
Ms. Brown, how long have you been with the education field?
This is the start of my 40th year. But I've been in different locations. I've had pre-Kers, I've had second graders, sixth graders, high school. I even did some adult ed with GED, so I've been kind of all over the place. So it's gone fast.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Currently, your school is a Title I school. Can you explain me what that is and what kind of special issue you present?
Okay. A school classifies to be a Title I school if a high percentage of the students are considered to be living at the poverty level. So over 80% of our children qualify for the free and reduced lunch program, and that's the measure that they use. Again, that we have economic issues for many of our students, and then sometimes there are some other things that, situations in their lives that become involved. But as far as just the definition of a Title I school, that is it, about 80% economically disadvantaged.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the approximate ethnic makeup of the school?
Okay. We have about 650 students. Right now we're 62% Hispanic, 26% Afro, about 10 Asian, and that 2% is Caucasian.
All right. Knowing that this is a poverty level income area, are there any particular problems with the girls? I mean, we're interested in all the children, but in particular today for this program, the girls that they might face?
The thing that concerns me most about girls in Title I campuses and here at McDougall are the lack or the low level of expectations. A lot of the girls are coming from homes where, for instance, the expectation is that, maybe you'll get to 8th grade, gosh, you might get through high school, and then you'll get married and have babies, and that will be your life. And to me, that is, it's so sad, because we have so many girls that are intelligent, and they have great work ethics, and you want them to start thinking about college. And the fact that, maybe the expectations from their own family, from their relatives, from their peers, that's a huge influence. We want to raise the level of what these girls, we want them to think about college and think about getting an education, having a profession.
That's awesome. Are the girls' mothers interactive with the female students here in East Lake?
They are, kind of to a point. Most of the parents, and this is a typical parent, they interact with their children on the level of which they are interested or involved in, and so it varies. But I do think that our parents try as much as possible. Like I said, a lot of them are faced with the fact that they've got one job or maybe two jobs that they have to take care of, or they've got little ones at home, so they're limited in that way.
Okay. And I think time probably has a lot to do with it.
It does.
They don't have the time to interact with them.
I agree.
But then they do like to do the fun stuff better.
Ms. Brown, did you receive, did the school or receive any outside assistance from the community to help this kind of program? Yes,
we are very blessed here at McDougall. We've got two very strong partners that have been with us for a long time. One is the Northwest Volunteer Fire Department. They've been partners with us for a long time, and the other is the Faith Bridge Methodist Church. We have received support from these two groups. Really, extensively in many, many ways. Both of these groups provide mentors to our students on a regular basis. Both of them provide resources to us for the students, whether it be school supplies or whether it be time, whether it be participation in field day. You know, and their support is huge. It's huge. It's so meaningful to all of us, the faculty and the staff, and it's something that the kids treasure.
That's
I'm going to say, you know, being with Northwest Fire Department, we've actually had the opportunity to work with the members from Faith Bridge as well. And they are absolutely awesome, because our part is usually that we get to help sort food and stuff that they've brought in here for these kids to make sure that they're able to eat and everything during the holidays. And of course, I think that your staff is phenomenal, because they work with these kids, and they have, and yourself, and you have such love for these children that they have such great examples. The last question is kind of the thing that I think that every principal wishes that they could actually, this could be a dream come true. If money were no object, what kind of programs or presentations would you like to see implemented?
Well, first of all, if money were no object, I'm going to tell you very honestly, the first thing that I would like to do is double or triple the salary of everybody who works here. Because I can tell you from being in different parts of the district, the people that are here work harder and longer than people in other parts of the district. They know, and I know, that they could go to other schools and the jobs would be easier. Those children would come to them, for the most part, prepared, with lots of parent support, and it would be easier. We have a phenomenal faculty and staff who want to be here, who love these children, who care for these children, and they work so hard. So that would be the first thing I would do. As far as the children, one of the things that I would like to see are more things that we could do to involve the parents. I wish that we could have more programs that would, you know, involve the whole scope of the family. I wish we could do things on, you know, Saturday morning where the whole family could come in and we could have breakfast, and the kids could, you know, some children of one age could go off with a librarian and somebody else could go off with a science teacher or whatever. You know, funds are limited, and also the restrictions on how those funds are spent kind of keep us from doing that. But you know, the other thing that I think there's a big need for, I think there's a need for parent education. Things are changing so much now with the way kids are growing up, and parents, you know, they're trying and they want to do their very best job, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge to be a parent. And I was just talking to somebody, you know, yesterday. We were talking about all the technology and how many kids did we see this summer. They had their heads down, you know, thumbs going on some kind of game like that. And, you know, of course, they're kind of from the old school. We're thinking, okay, did anybody read to them over the summer? Did anybody sit down and discuss a current event with them or anything like that? I wish we had, we were able to do more things like that.
Okay. Again, I want to thank you so much for your time. I also want to address something that you said, that the teachers love coming here. I think they do, and I do think that they love their students, but I believe that they love their administrators. I know they do. And us personally in the fire service, we like coming in here because it's such a family atmosphere. We have so much fun, and your staff is so much fun to interact with. Starting from when you walk in the front door, there's just a warmth here that is just absolutely unbelievable.
We feel like welcome here.
We feel like family.
Yeah.
You are.
And,
You are.
and
Yes.
the Faith Bridge people, you know, what better witness can you be than what they do?
Yeah. Well, we think of you as family, so I hope you'll
Thank
keep
you.
thinking like that, because that's a huge part.
So thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Okay.
time as
You
well.
bet.